we heard on this incident about this incident 20th. And on 21st, when we tried to go, there were already roadblocks, because by 20th night they had set up roadblocks because they knew that the CRPS, more police forces are going to enter the block. So we walked, and on the way we went to 3 villages from where people had gone to the rally on 28th. But in those 3 villages there were no people injured. But what they told us, then later on 22nd we went to 4 more villages where we also met 4 people who had bullet injuries. And from them what we found was on 18th and 19th November there were massive combing operations by the security forces which are stationed in Narayanpatna police station. And during those operations there were 3 or 4 things which they told the villagers which actually led to their decision to protest. One was that they told them that you cannot cut the crop anymore. This land is not yours, it belongs to some other people and you cannot cut this crop. So they warned all the people who were cutting their crops, and they didn't allow. There were women who were already cutting the upland crops, so they did not allow them this. Second thing they told was that all the men in the villages, they said all Adivasi men are Naxalites, so you better come and surrender in the police station, otherwise we are going to come to the villages to get you. And the third thing they said was that if you don't listen to us now, then all the landowners who have taken your land, we'll get them here next time. And then they warned the women that if you don't if you don't convince your men to surrender, then it's going to be bad for you. And some women said also that they were threatened with rape if they don't convince their male members to surrender. So that was something which happened on 18th and 19th in a few villages about 7 to 8 kilometers from Narayanpatna police station. But not very interior villages, a little bit of the roadside villages. And villages mainly where most of the land which was grabbed by the non-tribals was reclaimed by the tribals. So strategically they went to those villages and they gave these warnings. So on 20th morning, some of their leaders were informed about this incident, and the Chasimuli Adivasi Sangh leaders like Lingan, Nachika Linga, Singhana and all these people, they decided to have a meeting in Palapur village. So there was a meeting in Palapur village of a few village leaders, and they decided that they are going to go to the police station and to the CRPF to ask why they did this and why the police has harassed women, because they pulled, it seems that they pushed women out of the fields and they pushed them and they tried to. Around 150 people, in which there were a lot of women also, they went first to the CRP camp, which is right beside the police station and which is stationed in a school, upper primary UGME school, right beside the police station. And in that school the CRP, the IRB battalion and all these people are living. So they went there, they met the commandant. The commandant told them that, look, we don't know where to go, what to do. We go to the villages where the police asks, the state police asks us to go. So if you have any questions, you go and ask the police. So this is something which is very important, that nobody has been reporting that they first went to the CRP camp, which means that all this claim that they actually went to attack the police station is all humbug, because they wouldn't go to the CRP camp first. Then when the CRP commandant told them this, then they said, okay, the police, so now let's go and ask the police. Then they came to the police station, and the CRPF commandant confirmed that the tribals first came to the CRPF camp, which means that they didn't come to attack the police station. They first came to the CRPF camp, then they went to the police station, that the gate was open, and that the police also has at times, like now recently there is this SDPO Jagannath Rao. He has confirmed that there are minors who have been arrested. Now we did a counting of total people arrested in that case, and as of now it is 104 persons arrested for this Narayanpatna case. There are around 5 to 6 cases on each person, and there are 18 children, of which one is a 12-year-old who is now in Barampur juvenile home, and there are others who are 14 to 15 years. They are all in Koraput jail. They have put arms act on them. They have put conspiracy, this 120A and 121B. They have put all these cases on those minors. And if you look at the cases filed on many of them, is of theft and dacoity. It is not even related to the 20th incident. There are, I think, only 32 or 33 people on whom they have filed cases of the incident on 20th November. But on most others, there's like this one teacher, there was government school teacher who has been arrested. There's one ICDS night watchman. There's one ICDS worker. And there is one old man, I think he's around 70, and he has night blindness, and he can hardly, he can't even see. In the daylight also he can't see, in night mein is totally, he has night blindness. And he has waged conspiracy, and there is 120, 121A on him, and there are cases of theft and dacoity on him. 2 months prior to this incident, all the leaders, though we have not seen the document, but everybody has confirmed, even women have confirmed to us that during a rally of similar nature, which when they came to protest 2 months back against harassment during combing operations by the CRP and the IRP, the IIC of Narayanpatna police station had given a written assurance to the tribals that we will conduct our combing operations without harassing local tribals, without getting into the villages and breaking into homes, and without obstructing your harvesting operations. Now the tribals say that they did exactly what they said they would not do. So we came to ask them that why you did this. You broke that, it's a breach of trust. You told us that you're not going to do. They actually believed. This is something that they believed in the system. When the IIC gave it in writing to them, they actually believed that he's going to stick to what he wrote. And so they came with a lot of anger saying that you broke this trust. So when they came to the police station, the door, that small gate, which they say that the tribals jumped, was open. It was open because they did not anticipate this crowd. So it is open. Few people went in and they started calling the IIC for a discussion. The IIC didn't come out. He refused to come out, and all these people were pushed back. And then the gate was locked. They were pushed out of the compound, and then the gate was locked. Then the IIC came out and he started abusing. That's when there was a huge debate between the tribals who were standing on the other side of the gate. When the first 3 or 4 shots they fired in the air, and that's when all the tribals started running. And I met 4 people. All 4 of them had bullets in the back. Like one person had a bullet in his hip behind, like on his back. There was one boy who had a bullet which had got in from here. And in the same leg, again one in his thigh, which he says went in from behind when he was running away. Basically what they did was they first fired 3-4 shots in the air, and then they started firing indiscriminately at the crowd. But Singhana was standing right in front of the small gate, and he was shot at. His postmortem report says, though we have still not been given the certified copy,